order the Effingham County Board of Commissioners meeting this October 21st, 2018. It is 5:02. If everyone please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the pledge of allegiance. Gracious and wonderful God, it is so good to be back here again amongst these servants of yours for this community. We thank you for each one around this table. We thank you for the people who have come tonight to discuss business with us. Thank you for all the opportunities you give us in this great county that you've provided for us. We ask for your wisdom and your guidance as we move through this meeting. And Father, we would be amiss if we didn't give a thanks for Ms. Jones and her dedicated service. And so with great gratitude, we thank you that you have provided the opportunity for her to serve here and for us to serve with her. We appreciate that and give you thanks for all these things. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll go ahead and do the approve of the agenda before I make a couple of announcements. Do you have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, if I can. We have a couple of changes to the agenda. It's under the planning board items. Planning board item number 5 and 6 is a request by Mr. Effingham. He has made a request to table this item to the next meeting. And also planning board items number 7 and 8. We have received a written request for this item to be withdrawn. Withdrawn.
7 may be withdrawn.
And then I can suggest, it is a planning board item. Our next meeting will be on September 4th. If we could table it to the second meeting in September.
The 18th.
Yes, sir.
To be heard during the 6 o'clock present.
Well, actually, because we're tabling it, it has to go under old business, so it won't be heard at 5 o'clock.
So if I'm hearing our clerk right, we need a motion to approve the agenda with the following changes. Table items number 5 and 6 under the public hearing items to September 18th to the 5 o'clock meeting. And then the approval with the withdrawal of item number 7 and 8. 7. A motion.
Mr. Chairman, got something here.
You know, it might be good if you want to have such guys that less than 4, not to be. We'll see.
Will we do another, or there's something else that will be changed? We have,
A motion.
okay, I'll make a motion that we table item 5 and 6 to the second meeting in September, September 18th, under all business at 5 o'clock, and that we withdraw 7 and 8, all from the planning board.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Jones, second by Mr. DeLoach, to approve the agenda as stated. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, no. And carried. The order agenda. Consideration to approve the minutes of the August 7th, 2018 regular commissioner meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
Make a motion to approve as presented. Second.
Motion by Mr. DeLoach, second by Mr. Keeper, to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, no. And carries. Once again, I want to welcome everyone tonight to the meeting. Ask you to keep your comments as you want to make them, you want to hear them, to the agenda items. We always appreciate it. Keep them 2 or 3 minutes if you can, and that will allow us to have time to hear from everyone who would like to speak to the agenda items. All our documents are located in our Plex office on the website, so hopefully you have a chance to review those. And before we move forward, we want to remember Mr. Steve Davis is not with us tonight. Last Wednesday morning, early, or Thursday morning early, he was taken to the hospital with a really rapid heartbeat. And so he has been in the hospital trying to figure that one out. They did a procedure today to bring the irregular back to regular. It did not work, so we're going to try something else tomorrow. So please give a prayer for our County Administrator Steve Davis. We appreciate his efforts. And we miss him when he's not here. I know the clerk and staff do as well. Also, we learned today that Mr. Jack Hill, our representative of our state senator, is going to have knee surgery tomorrow, so keep him in your prayers as well, as he'll be recovering from that. And with that, we'll move into a very special presentation. I'm going to ask the commissioners and Ms. Jones if they will join me down at the podium.
Down here, up there, where you want to go?
It's on there, give me a card.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing anymore?
She made my petition official. I'm going to speak into the mic, so Vera, I'm going to ask you to come up here if you would, and we'll come back there for a picture, okay?
Okay. You want me to come there?
Yeah, come up here just a minute so I can present this to you.
Okay.
There's no doubt how much the Board of Commissioners really love and appreciate this lady right here. I know the whole county does. You will not find a more faithful, awesome leader who has really cared about this county and their constituents. And we, with much fond affection and appreciation for your service, we give you this with our greatest appreciation. We hereby present Vera L. Jones. What's the L stand for? Vera Lee Jones, District 2 Representative, 2010-2018. 8 years of magnificent service. For your loyal service and leadership as Commissioner and your outstanding dedication to the citizens of Effingham County, with sincere gratitude from the members of the Effingham Board of Commission, August 21st, 2018. You want to get a picture of the whole board?
Let me get that one, because I didn't get it.
Okay.
I need eye contact.
I had 20 of them taken by now.
Ready? Okay.
All right, we're going to do it then?
Might be button this coat, suck it in.
See all those things I say about us, like... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Here, 1, 2, 3. Good.
So that's one good thing about Stephanie being shorter. You just go there.
Let's just go ahead.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Commissioner Jones, before we move on,
See, I don't know if that's supposed to look like a diamond, but I'm going to take, or a crown, maybe.
that's right, all of it.
Yeah.
As a token of appreciation from the town clerk myself, there are no words to express how thankful I am. I can only speak for Stephanie. For your leadership, for your compassion for the citizens and staff of this county. We thank you. We couldn't thank you enough. Thank you for lending yourself to us for this time. We know that you've dedicated yourself and put in a lot of hard work. I think somebody said earlier that you read everything that's put in front of you. We know that you do. You've done so tirelessly. We appreciate you. We applaud you. We honor you. Thank you for your service.
Appreciate that. done enough crying this weekend. Thank you all.
We thank you. Yeah, it's said this will move forward. To our old business. First item, old business, is consideration to approve the second reading of amendment, chapter 42, offenses, section 42-10 of the Effingham County Code of Ordinances.
Mr. Chairman, that's the required second reading on the solicitation ordinance.
Sure. We had discussion last time, so we just need a motion from someone to approve the second reading.
Make a motion to approve second reading.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Lurker, second Mr. Deloach to approve the second reading. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And it carries. Moving to new business. Consideration to approve the purchase of 3 new fire engines and equipment for fire rescue.
Good evening, Fiona Johnson, purchasing agent. The county's fire department has approved to purchase 3 new fire engines with equipment in the fiscal year 2019 budget. The engines and equipment will be purchased through the Public Procurement Authority contract, which was awarded from the RFP number 1420. This is for Pierce engines through 10.8. The engines and equipment have been spec'd to maximise functionality and ISO credit. The total cost for the engines and equipment is $1,229,373, and the delivery time from the time of purchase is 10 to 11 months. 10.8 did offer a prepaid option that would reduce the cost of the engines by $10,000 each if the county prepaid the full amount of $1,229,373. Staff did not consider this a viable option, as A, the engines will not be delivered for almost a year, possibly not until the next fiscal year, and B, although 10.8 have been in business for 30 plus years and the county has done a lot of business with them, staff believe that 1.2 million is a large amount to pay 10.8 with no security other than a written agreement. The proposal has been reviewed and approved by the county attorney. Any questions?
Just a comment to follow that you might consider. Talk to Christie out of the reception. I agree with staff that $36,000 or $1.2 million, like 2.5% interest, it would be worth the risk. But if we make a motion to move forward tonight, it might be advantageous to give her the authority to negotiate a 25% payment, say $300,000 for the same discount. Then they go for it, have more money up front to be low risk. That'd be about 10% return on monies, and it might be worth, if more money to take that, try to get a little bit of that discount. They may not go for it, so we can prove 1.2 with the option of negotiating a 25% payment, down payment for the $10,000 off of each vehicle. Just like to try that before we walk away with $30,000 savings.
Yes, sir. So you wanted to put 25%, that would be the maximum that we would prepay?
That's why we're at $300,000 down. That keeps them excited about getting the other $900,000, getting our engines to us in a very rapid fashion. They don't have all the money, but it's enough that they might entertain $10,000.
If the cost of one engine was, say, $400,000, could we say maybe we could give them that up front, like pay for one in full up front? Or would you just prefer to stay at 300?
And let the board weigh in. I'm good with the 300 thing, because
Okay.
it's one sale. You do 25% down. If they come back and say 400,000, we'll give that flexibility for finance to do that. It's still a pretty good return on money.
I discussed it briefly with Christy, and we said maybe if we'll start with the 300, and if they say, well, if you pay for one.
Start low.
Yeah, start low and then,
Even at that, it's going to be almost a 10% return. 400,000, 36, 30,000, that's about 7.5% return.
Start low and get them on poster base.
yeah.
And these engines, I see the budget's 1.2 million, what we budgeted for. That's all the equipment. Everything's going to be stocked out and I saw a list about 300 and some items on there. Y'all gonna make sure they all come in?
Yes, sir. They will come in complete with the exception of air packs, which we already have.
Okay.
But yeah, everything else, they'll be ready to roll.
1.2 is gonna cover it all.
Yes, sir.
That's all I have, just looking over. Anybody got any questions, you can thoughts about the start 300, go to 400, if they don't do that, we'll just pay it.
No, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So, run this by me again. I mean, we've got the 1.3 to pay the cash now.
Yes, but we get $30,000 discount, but you put that money out there, if they were to go belly up, if something were to go wrong, we're out the money. So it seems to be a lot of risk for a 2.5% return. We can get that return by hanging on to the money. In fact, we're making that now. So if we hang on to it, we
So what's
make,
your payment terms going to be for the remaining amount
we'll pay it when it's delivered,
on delivery?
on delivery, yeah.
Which new terms are?
Right, so we keep it 1.2 million, we probably earn
Once
about
we get up there, pay the
$45,000.
remaining amount.
We can earn about 45,000 of our money over the next year. It's 9 months, we'll earn about 30,000 about that discount without any risk. I don't want to risk 300,000 because it is a reputable company. So, make sense?
Yeah. I don't think they'll go for it, but I think we can always add.
Okay, so if we want to move forward, I'll ask for a motion to approve the approval of the option 1 with the caveat that finance has the opportunity to negotiate for up to a $400,000 payment.
So moved.
Second.
On the spot. Okay, motion by Mr. Deloach, second by Mr. Floyd. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. It carries.
Thank you.
Item number 2, consideration to approve for the chairman and EMA director to sign recipients, sub-recipient agreement with the Georgia Emergency Management Agency.
Good evening, Clint Hodges, EMA Director and Fire Chief. This is a very similar agreement that we've seen, unfortunately, several times in the past year. This is the final 2 projects for Hurricane Irma's reimbursement. The first one is for emergency protective measures, which was your generator run times, emergency food for staff, and critical infrastructure. Covers all the overtime that was spent as well. And that comes out to $129,037 and some change. And the second project, which was Project 876, is actually covers the project formulation costs. And it's basically, it works out to 5% of the overall monies that the county wound up getting back from Hurricane Irma. So for these 2 projects, we have a FEMA reimburses 75%, and then the state and the local government split the remaining 25%, so ours worked out to 12.5%. For the first project, our local share is $16,129.73. And for the second project, which was the direct admin cost, the local share is $1,258.08.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions for the Chief for discussion? The recommended alternative 1, authorization, authorize the chair and EMA director to sign the recipient sub-recipient agreement with the Georgia EMA. Motion.
Make a
Motion to approve alternate number 1.
Second.
Motion approved alternative 1 by Mr. Loper, second Mr. Deloach. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that carries. Thank you, sir. Item number 3, consideration to approve the first reading of an amendment in the 4 prepared wireless transaction section 7181 and 185 of the Effingham County Code of Ordinance, and I understand we need to table this one now.
Mr. Chairman, what we have here is, we have a proposed ordinance on the agenda. After some discussion with the ACCG, there are some model resolutions that are going to be better than having an ordinance. So we propose tonight for the board to consider the resolutions, which are going to accomplish the same thing, for those to be approved tonight. This was going on up till probably yesterday morning on revisions to the resolutions. And so that's why it's being presented tonight. And it wasn't part of the original package.
So, Mr. Mr. Lee, you're asking us to approve the resolution?
Yeah, there's two resolutions because there was new statute that was enacted that requires the resolutions to be in place 120 days prior to January 1st. So that's why we need it done tonight, so we're going to meet that time period and go to collecting 911 money. So the ordinance would have accomplished the same thing. Resolution to me is better, it's approved tonight and it'll go into effect January 1st, as compared to an ordinance where we could approve tonight and then have to wait for a second reading of it, and then it will go 120 days from that, which will put us outside of the January 1st day.
Okay. Read the ordinance, the resolutions that in here as well.
I have that for you, Mr. Chairman.
We don't have that, do we?
No, sir, I have
Okay. You want to read the resolution, and we'll help someone make a motion to approve it as read?
it. Yes, sir, I will.
Okay.
It is a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of Effingham County, Georgia, updating and authorizing 911 charges on prepaid wireless services, providing an effective date, repealing prior resolutions in conflict, and for other purposes. Whereas the general law regarding 911 charges has been substantially modernized and revised by Georgia legislation 2018, page 689, House Bill 751. And whereas many of these revisions include oversight and administration of 911 matters by the Georgia Emergency Communications Authority and the Department of Revenue. And whereas Effingham County desires to update its 911 prepaid wireless changes in accordance with provisions to state law. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Effingham County, Georgia as follows. It goes into definitions for the resolution and the charges which are pursuant to OCGA 46-5-1342B1. There is imposed a prepaid wireless 911 charge, and the amount of such charge, 911, shall be $1.50 per retail transaction occurring within the jurisdiction of public safety answering point. The 911 charges under this section shall commence January 1 of 2019. All such 911 charges collected by service suppliers shall be remitted to the Georgia Department of Revenue as the contracted collection partner of the Georgia Emergency Communications Authority at the times and in the manner provided under state law and any other Georgia Department of Revenue Emergency Communications Authority rules. That's the essence of it. It goes on for some other information on deposits, resolution filing requirements, and the effective date for it to become active, which is January 1st of 2019.
Okay, thank you. Any motion to approve as read?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution as read.
Motion by Mr. Deloach, second by Mr. Kiefer, to approve the resolution as read by our clerk. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And it carries.
And Mr. Chairman, if I can ask Mr. Loach to amend his motion to include two